Coming up, American Craft Beer Week is here, so we're talking cold and flavorful beverages from all around Western New York, as well as the many to-dos going on as we make the charge toward the Memorial Day weekend. Episode 8 of the Buffalo Brews podcast starts right now. Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining me, just like you do each and every week for the Buffalo Brews podcast. It's Brews Day, and you know what that means. I'm your host, Jason Ettinger. My melodious voice, lightly seasoned and pan-seared like salmon and just as healthy for you. Perhaps, or, even though that's not been really proven. But hey, this week I'm drinking a Gaussian Blur from Beltline Brewing. It's a sour IPA. It's made with dry citrus hops, and it has on the initial sip, it's got great blackberry flavor, and you get that bite of a grapefruit citrus behind it. 7.1% ABV for this particular one. Now, I was told about Beltline Brewing. I haven't had a chance to get down there as of yet, but that's located at 545 Swan Street in Buffalo. And they opened in 2019 with a theme based around the old Buffalo Beltline Railroad that circled the city to make deliveries around the area as necessary. So I was informed during a weekend visit that this is definitely a place to go for some delicious IPAs, as well as they seem to have a pretty good selection of burgers and wings, and the Cajun wings came highly recommended. So I'm going to take an opportunity here in the next couple of weeks and hopefully get down to Beltline for some eats and some of those IPAs. I'm recording this opening on Mother's Day, and I'm hoping that all the moms out there had a wonderful day. The weather was certainly beautiful today because I was able to get out early myself and take in some of the trails that were along Zor Valley, as well as some time along the water itself. So it's always great to connect with the outdoors and draw power from the water while reflecting on great memories. And for me, thinking about my own mother and those memories. Now, I lost my mom back in 2013, and thinking about walking trails and walking along the water, I like to think about hot summer days growing up in Sherman, and my mother, father, my sister, and myself, we'd take these long walks down behind the old property, and you would go down about a half mile behind the property and hit the old railroad bed, and then we could go either way depending on where we felt like walking that day. But either way, you could get to certain bodies of water and access trails that came off of those areas. And there were a lot of beaver ponds down there. You get to see a lot of herring. Once in a while, we would fish down there, and it was really a great memory, especially walking along Zor Valley and thinking about that railroad bed now behind my parents' old property is actually a Chautauqua County rails to trails that runs between the terminus in Sherman and goes up to Summerdale Road as you're heading toward Mayville. And then there's a bypass that goes onto a separate part of the rails to trails. That'll take you up through Mayville and goes all the way up into Brockton. So that might be something for a fun hike one of these days, and definitely get to reminisce and go back to the old motherland. One of the areas I remember along that old rail bed was a scrap of metal that was down the embankment that my father told me was from a train wreck years ago. And as I got older, I did a little research into it as I remembered it and found out that was a train car derailment that took place on August the 24th of 1897, and apparently several cars had been derailed and ended up going down the embankment. So they emptied the contents apparently out of these cars and just left the cars there. So I'm thinking for a future hiking adventure going back to the old motherland, I might go down what is now the rails to trails and try to find this car derailment wreckage again. And the whole thing should bring back memories for me, right? After my Zor Valley hikes, took a detour on the way home and ended up at Merritt Winery in Forestville for some wine tasting, and ended up bringing home a bottle of their XTC wine, which is a sweet grape wine with natural pomegranate flavor that's added, and it's a 12.5% residual sugar, so definitely on the sweeter side, but for you ladies out there, this makes one hell of a wine slushie. They had some in the slushie machine there and enjoyed that as well. Also enjoyed their Saval Blanc, their Cabernet Franc. One that they had was a semi-dry rose that was called Isabella Sunset that was really good. Very dry rosé, as well as some of the sparkling wine selections they had on hand, including the peach fuzz, which was fun, and the bubbling Bella, which was one of their sweeter, more full-bodied reds that they had. And then one that really surprised me was one called 5CO2, which was a 5% residual sugar semi-sweet with tropical flavors in a sparkling wine. And you get the first sniff of that and picked up a pina colada aroma off of that. Surprisingly good, even though it looked like windshield washer fluid at first. But I would definitely recommend it. A great summer sipper. The winner of the trip was definitely their raspberry truffle specialty wine. It's a sweet grape wine that has natural dark chocolate and raspberry flavors added. And according to the ladies that were there, they said this is a great one to pour over ice cream. So perhaps one of these days I'll get a bottle of that, and we'll have to play around with that as a dessert item. Now, since I'm talking about Merritt Winery and the Lake Erie Wine Country, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up their next event coming up in the month of June, and that's called Red, Whites, and Barbecue, and that takes place over 2 weekends. First weekend is June 18th through the 21st, and the second weekend, June 25th through the 28th. And here's what you'll do. You want to go to lakeeriewinecountry.org, and you'll select a host winery where you will pick up your tickets. Each ticket is $25 plus fees. You're going to provide your own transportation. You build your own itinerary through the day, and using the Lake Erie Wine Country Trail, you're going to visit these different wineries and enjoy the wine selections they have on hand, as well as the food pairings that they'll have at each location. The Lake Erie Wine Country boasts 20 different wineries that are spread out over a 55-mile range. The furthest to the west and south is 6 Mile Cellars. That's located just west of northeast Pennsylvania. And the furthest east and north is going to be, it's kind of a tie between Willow Creek Winery and Merritt Estate. The Merritt Estate Winery that I just mentioned is in Forestville, and the Willow Creek Winery is just outside of Silver Creek off of Interstate 90. Oh, and I should mention that when you get to your host winery to pick up your tickets, you also receive a gift. So get everybody together, plan a weekend away in the Lake Erie Wine Country, and then go enjoy food and wine. So this week is American Craft Beer Week, and it's considered the annual springtime salute to local beer and local breweries. Definitely a time to give praise to the gathering places that we love, and those places in turn that give back to our communities through their unique flavors, because guess what? And I would whisper this to you if we were talking face to face, local beer is better, period. So go and have a flight. Hey, go have a flight, post a picture, and then you can hashtag that flights before pints, or have that pint, or grab a 4 or a 6-pack, grab a crowler, or even take your growler and have it filled. But either way, go out and enjoy local beer, because local beer is better. With that being said, there are several of our great Western New York breweries that are hosting events over the course of the next few weeks. The first one you want to look at is 12 Gates Brewing. They're the closest one to my physical location where I record this podcast. You can follow them at 12 Gates Brewing. It's the number 12 Gates Brewing on Instagram. So as part of the Craft Beer Week, they are doing a blowout sale with some specific beers and pricings that they're going to be announcing here in the next few days, but as of this recording, they haven't put those out as of yet. And for you Jeep lovers, this weekend on Saturday, May 15th from 12 to 8 p.m., they're going to be hosting an event called the Go Topless Day. That's going to be taking place at the Ellicottville Distillery on 5462 Robbins Road in Ellicottville. So 12 Gates will be there with their beer, and then Ellicottville Distillery will be bringing their spirits as well. There will be water and soda on hand, and the Coyote Cafe out of Hamburg is going to be running their food truck at the event. There will be music, and again, for all you Jeep lovers out there, I know you guys like to get together. It's a great social time for you. I know a few Jeep lovers at work, so get together this weekend down in Ellicottville for some food and merriment. Next up is Big Ditch Brewing. Now, they have an event coming up not this week, but the following week, which is going to be their 6th anniversary celebration. And I'm going to be able to announce now that we will be doing our first ever podcast with a co-host for not next week, but the following week, as I'll sit down with my friend Kenzie, and we're going to be exploring some of the beers that are available at Big Ditch as part of their 6th anniversary celebration. But at Big Ditch every Monday night from 6 to 8 p.m., they host a trivia night where you can win a $30 gift card. And what would you do with a $30 gift card at Big Ditch? Get more Big Ditch beer. I have a gift card for them right now that I'll have to use to pick up some product the next time I get down there. So that's on Monday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. at Big Ditch Brewing. That's down on Huron Street in the city. Flying Bison is the next one up. Now, Flying Bison this weekend, they are doing a very special event. This is the Urban Running Spring Expo. Now, for a number of my friends who are part of Team RWB, they get together every Wednesday night for a running series down there. So they'll do, a 5K or whatever mileage they put in, and then they'll get together for a few cold ones afterwards at Flying Bison. And then for us members of Team RWB, we get together as part of our Social Wednesday on the second Wednesday of every month, and that takes place at Flying Bison currently. So then we get together, and then it just falls in place with the folks that have been running that night. So this weekend, they're going to be doing a morning celebration, all things running and fitness, that it's going to take place at Flying Bison. So the Sweat Society is going to kick off the day at 10 a.m. with a runner's strength fitness class. You get a pint that goes along with the $10 fee that they charge, and that will be followed by their Urban Run series at 11 a.m. The Blend food truck is going to show up about 10:30. They'll provide pre- and post-workout drinks. The Runner's Roost from Orchard Park is going to be there as a pop-up. They'll open about 10:30 a.m., and they have representatives from Brooks, Nathan, Picky Bar, Trail Butter, and Coro's Watches, and they'll be sampling a lot of their products there. Sports City Pizza pop-up will start at about 11 a.m. They do pizza and other items there. And then Flying Bison will have beer specials on hand as well. So it's going to be a really exciting day if you're a runner or a fitness guru and you want to go down there and take in some of what they have to offer. The last event that I want to tell you about is through Resurgence Brewing, and that's down on Chicago Street in the city. So every quarter they do their Kegs and Eggs event. So they call it the Experimental Beers and Brunch, where essentially they're trying out new beers that are only available for a very short time, usually through that event, and they'll be working with the folks in the kitchen to put together some really great things for you to drink and to eat. After the commercial break, I'm going to play a segment from the last Kegs and Eggs that took place back in February that Kenzie and her husband Nick and myself went to, and it was a big cereal-themed piece. I'll talk about that in a moment. But this particular Kegs and Eggs, they haven't got all the information out on it yet, but right now it'll take place on Sunday, May 23rd, and then to participate in that, you want to get a hold of them by calling or through the website reservation to pick up a time. And then basically what you'll do when you go down there is you could take part in two flights that they already have advertised. Now the first one is going to be a sour tea flight, which includes a strawberry rhubarb iced tea sour, a plum iced tea sour, a peach iced tea sour, which I'm very much looking forward to, and a watermelon iced tea sour. And then the second flight is what they're going to be labeling as a mixed flight, which includes the Golden Buffalo currant cone head. It's filled with a golden currant fruit puree. Then they're offering an Evergreen IPA, which is going to be using a new hop, according to their notes, that is new to their Resurgence experiment, a raspberry ginger pills, and then finally a pink lemonade shandy. I'm a big shandy fan myself, especially during the summertime. And then they'll also have a chocolate lager, a little dessert that takes place after the flights. And then they have listed here as one of their specialties for their casks a fizzy bubbler, which is a gin and tonic seltzer. So more information will be coming out about that here, I'm sure, within the week. But again, you want to jump onto their website or give them a call to pick up your reservation. Now, like I was mentioning, back in February, we were there for the Kegs and Eggs event, and it was an entire cereal-themed brunch. So their flight offerings included a Lucky Charms lager, an Oops All the Berries sour, a peach maple oatmeal sour, a fruit explosion muffin lager, a cinnamon toast crunch porter, a cookie crisp brown ale, and a peanut butter Captain Crunch porter, as well as a trail mix stout. So if I remember right, this was the one where we ended up getting the trail mix stout, the peanut butter Captain Crunch, the cinnamon toast crunch porter, and the cookie crisp brown ale. So you'll hear us basically in the clip after the commercial break tasting those and talking about those for a few moments. And like I said, not next week, but the week after, Kenzie and I are going to be getting together for the 6th anniversary at Big Ditch Brewing, and then we're going to be talking about some of the flights that they have on hand. And this is in hopes of bringing some future podcasts ideas to life for you as fans of the show. So enjoy our beer tasting conversation that took place at the Kegs and Eggs event at Resurgence Brewing on February 21st.
So you don't like raisins, so and I can pick up the raisin in this one. Yeah. I can actually pick that up as a very nut flavor.
It is very dominant. A little bit of nutty in there.
Yeah, but like the raisin is like,
it's some raisins out front. It is super light in the kisser.
Yeah, which is why that's probably not your desire.
It's not my jam, but I don't disagree. Like, hot dog, that ain't me.
Oh, that'd go.
A little bit of the chocolate.
Yeah.
That raisin's right out front, done.
Raisin F here. Yeah. Delicious, though. Super good. Cheesy.
Keep touching that cookie crisp brown ale.
I know. I think that's gonna be next, because keeping it in the chocolate family. Considering this did have the chocolate and raisin vibe, so I think Cookie Crisp is next.
I liked that. That was fun.
That was really good.
Trail mix stout. I like that. Was really good.
Hey, did it get better the more times you drank it?
It was delicious start to finish.
Oh yeah.
It was
just like right up front. It was just
yeah.
Yeah, there's like a beer company in Ann Arbor, Michigan. They make it's called Fig Jam. And it's potent too. So I'm like, figs. I'm like, okay. Like first time you drink it, you're like, that's a little odd. Drink it, gets a little smoother.
No.
So the more times I'm like, oh,
No.
okay. Like,
No, it never
pretty good.
It's just terrible. It's terrifying.
Yeah, but I like it. Well, if I have my friends like buy one, I'll give you.
What's the old holiday song? Bring us some figgy pudding, and I always go, no, thank you.
Yeah,
No, thank you.
no thanks. Yeah,
my ex's family, Italian, like straight off the boat.
At Christmas, they would just be like, "Here, eat a fig," and I'm like, like the 97-year-old grandma would just be walking around the Christmas party and be like, "Why aren't you eat? Did you like a fig?"
No, I'm good. No,
Irish. Got touching that. Sorry. Irish and Polish, not going near
The potatoes.
Pizzelles are what should be consumed during that all. Just thin cookies and dash.
Which is?
Pizzelles are like Italian cookies.
I have a friend of mine on Grand Island who makes pizzelles. Homemade. Does
I made a batch of chocolate ones this past holiday, and I haven't had those since like one of my great aunts was still alive. Anytime we'd go to visit her, she'd always just have food. Oh, Pete. I'm like, oh, chocolate.
But what I think is funny for him is he has all sorts of designs for his pizzelles. When I go,
Well, he must have multiple presses that
He has multiple presses. He's like, do you need multiple presses? Oh, yeah. Oh.
That was actually the one thing Nick really wanted when we were doing wedding registry stuff. Like walking by all the kitchen gadgets. He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, fine. Really praying that nobody would buy it for us, but wouldn't you know?
Betcha.
It was the one redeeming gift that we got for her because then she bought us the Thanksgiving gift. And we all know, I hate Thanksgiving within an inch of my life.
A Thanksgiving kit.
Yes, so like the heavy duty roasting can, which I love because I can use it for other
Sure, you use a Rolo.
So like
Speaking of such, I need a new roasting kit.
turkey ties and the roasting bag and all of these like
Roasting
kid
bags. So easy to explain this to me.
I don't know. Apparently it eliminates the need to baste the
No disrespect to my mother, but my mother used to make roast beef in a roasting bag, and I never understood it.
it just regenerates the liquid so that way you don't have to baste it.
It probably just traps the moisture.
Yeah. But like a package of those, the turkey ties, like the disposable meat claws to like lift the
I
turkey.
feel like was it in a saran sealed basket?
No, she used the bait or the roasting can and put all the crab in it and then did the
It was a basket.
and all of these little kitschy like be thankful towels. Like, does this woman not understand my abject hatred of this fucking holiday?
Nope. Now don't get me wrong. I'll buy some nice fall color ones that are good through like post Halloween until I decorate for Christmas.
Yeah.
But you won't catch me with turkey towers. There will be no give thanks, be thankful, family. Not gonna happen. All right. And moving on to the Cookie Crisp Brown Ale.
Oh, we're gonna have beer.
So the aroma is interesting. Not quite sure about that. Very subtle.
I feel like there's like that alcohol hint to it. Like it's not as smooth as the trail mix. It's good. But I'm actually picking up on like ABV in this one.
I think it's pretty.
But compared to trail mix, it's not as thick.
And I say the flavors are more intense in the trail mix. This one is more low key.
I don't know.
I'm not feeling like, oh my god, that's cookie crisp. Like with trail mix, I could identify like that is absolutely trail.
You got the berries, you got the chocolate.
This is like it's a sweet brown ale. I don't feel like I'm getting like cookie crisp.
You need to choose.
Yeah. Nope. The sweet, yeah.
It's a sweet brown ale.
It's okay. They don't all love.
No.
It's okay.
Need to do a Hawaiian one again and bring back the bomb hop sour. That was my first kegs and eggs. And they did a Hawaiian themed one with Hawaiian food, with all the spam and all the goodness. And then they did a bomb pop sour.
Could you say that again, but say it slower?
Bomb hop sour.
That was a beef. It didn't sound sexier, but it definitely sour. Say it with a haughty voice.
예쁘게 talking to.
Yeah, that one was good. The bomb hop sour.
I do. I love the idea of the wild thing.
No, that was me, Shauna, and Will. That was at OG Niagara Street. You were Wilgates.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah.
so we agree we're pro spam.
Oh god, yes.
At it.
Spammeroni and cheese. Spam and eggs.
Well, I still have those macaroni and I still have those macaroni and cheese raviolis you told me about.
Yes.
That I'm gonna put the spam in.
Yes.
It's happening.
Yes.
Just don't know when yet.
Yes. Have to do it.
How do you prepare your Spanish sales?
Usually I'm just like,
You Spain fried?
yeah, spam. That's no. Wait, it's
Like I Cuban fry for that, so that way you get all the crisp and the caramelization, 360 degrees. To counteract this.
You're going to try that now.
I was having it in an air fryer.
I am so down with that.
I rusty my air fryer and made some good wing creations last night. So yeah, it was the Buffalo.
Couple weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, the Buffalo Wild Wings Asian Zing. Because I always keep that around because I just love that sauce. And then the second batch, I took my homemade low-carb barbecue sauce, and then I put that together, and that broiled up nicely. Got that nice mix of, like, dark and caramel on it. And then the third one, I just, after they came out, little melted butter on top, and I sprinkled it with everything bagels.
Nice.
And then put them in the oven for a little bit, crisp up the outside. Oh, my.
Now you are speaking my language. Yeah, the everything bagel bread, Trader Joe's.
So I'm trying to do that.
There's half a loaf in the freezer.
That was super great. Yeah. It's okay. That's a good brown ale, but to me, it just tastes like brown ale.
Yeah. A sweeter brown ale. I'm pretty sure this one had lactose in it, and I'm not really getting that, like, milky sort of vibe to it.
Some people. He made it almost here. He was like, oh my God, great.
Here. Yeah, this one contains lactose. I'm not picking up on that milky sort of texture or flavor.
Nope. I do now.
Yeah.
It's okay. Kill it.
Serious.
Yeah, you guys. Did you get a hit of that trail mix?
I did.
I don't remember the glass getting passed. You weren't getting that from me. So
I'm like, yep. I was saying, the raisin flavor was definitely, as I call it, intense for the trail mix. Or at least, like, yeah, the dominant flavor.
Yeah, which is why it was not yours, Gia.
the other thing I was impressed with that was like when I would held it up to glass, it was like sticking to the glass. It had some legs on it.
Yeah.
This is light. This is light for grinding.
I do taste the lacquer.
I don't.
I'm not thinking of that.
At least not to the extent that I think of normally with their lactose.
Because I am a fan of the calvo. I'm here. And you say that, Baba. And it's probably what's giving up like that sweet. Vicky, along with the cookie.
Cookie crisp.
There it was. I was waiting for that one.
Needed to be timed.
I was very excited when I pulled up and I was like, flipping for Facebook real quick, and I was like, oh, they have the flights. When he figured.
Yeah, we were tooling down this way, and that's like, Jason's already there. They have flights.
Like, oh, someone's motivated this week.
Kitchen is very backed up, so it's going to take the little bit beer food thing.
I'll keep the beers.
Coming, they're coming out thick and fast.
All right.
Thank you. Sorry, we'll just walk sideways out of here. It's okay.
It's fine. And this semester, I'm done. I'm good.
Teach a few more cars out of the parking lot. I'll be.
Seems to be the officer problem. I swear to drunk, I'm not God. Let's take that. Easy mo.
So, scissor.
Next, man.
Yeah. Brings fallout.
Which is wild because they have like. The seating is more spread out.
Yeah.
See how is there anything to drink tonight? No. Are you offering?
No. You look like you party.
Yeah.
I heard Bill's down. I know you could drink, sir.
I walked out of the wedding when they played that.
Me.
Like, you just told the photographers, I was like, I know the shout song is going to hit everybody on the floor, except me. Like, I am literally walking out. Like, I will do anything except be present for that song.
When they came out with the circle, the wagons, and I forget what the other was that they did here. I sent the picture. She was like, I'm not drinking that swill. You're a name hater. You're a legit name hater. Then Then they rebottle it into what was it? From the Circle, or what do they call it? The hockey one, the Sabres. Yeah.
Oh, I assume you're not a Bruins fan?
During the playoffs, yeah.
Do you like the Knicks when they're good?
All right.
Right.
Peanut butter jelly.
You all cinnamon on the back end of this thing, so that's cinnamon for days. So the peanut butter Captain Crunch order.
As long as it doesn't, shred the roof of your mouth, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, right. Okay, I like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I do feel there is a cereal presence on this one.
Definitely.
This one, you could tell where it came from. I can identify this one, yes. Yes, this actually lives up to its name.
I like it. You know, I haven't had peanut butter crunch since I was a kid.
Yeah, this is nice.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah, this one definitely lives up to the cereal hype. You can definitely identify where it is, and as a porter, it's super drinkable. Nothing funky going on there. I like it. Trail mix is still winning for me, but this one's right behind. All about the trail mix right now, though.
It's the kind of energy we need for the podcast.
Yeah. Details.
Yeah.
It's a bit nutty. Yeah. Not too strong, either.
No, plus that was guard.
Orders can usually be heavy, and this is not very.
No, I agree. It's very pleasant.
Peanut flavor isn't overpowering. It's there, but doesn't overstay as well.
Yeah, I was thinking that some of the other
Doesn't overstay its welcome. I like that one.
some of the other peanut butter ones that we've had, some of them just get almost that artificial taste. Like they're peanuts. You don't need to do a whole heck of a lot. Like
That or tastes like just like burnt peanut.
yeah. Although that one that we picked up in Michigan, not this most recent visit, but a couple times before, that was like the roasted peanut something or other. Yeah, one was really nice. That had a really nice roasted peanut flavor, but not the burst
Here's something unrelated to the table, but what's your take on coffee stouts?
Love them.
I tend to like them, but I think some of them can get that burny coffee.
Thank you.
Bleh.
Okay. Have you found one that you like? Go-to coffee stout. Boom. This is the one.
Okay, so not coffee stout, but a coffee blonde.
Possible blonde.
Yes, because I'm old and I'm hypersensitive to caffeine, so I need something I can have as a coffee stout after dinner and not be up till 3 a.m. because I'm old. So
I love how you young folks in your early to mid 30s are like, I'm old. A good friend of mine who's having a birthday tomorrow. She's gonna be like, I'm old. She's gonna be like 34 tomorrow.
So, Blue Moon has a coffee blonde that they make with decaf beans.
Okay.
That one is super drinkable, and obviously it's a blonde, so it's very pleasant. It was a very good post long run deer in the morning with brunch during the summer.
All right.
I do like that one. The one that was in Michigan, Wolverine. I know you didn't like it.
Yeah.
I liked it. See, the Ellicottville cold espresso isn't bad. It's not bad, but I lean toward the coffee blonde.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna try this blonde out then. Yeah, because these darker ones, I've maybe had 3 or 4 of them so far, and this is kind of the going, like, conclusion is
I haven't found one I like yet. They all, to me, taste like that old burnt coffee at the bottom of a pot at the 7-Eleven.
You're a bolder man than me to actually try 7-Eleven coffee.
Oh, I didn't say a dry 7-Eleven coffee. Just, you coffee smell is at the bottom of the coffee pot when you've let it sit there just too long and the good stuff burned off already. And then you're like, hey, let's drink this. And you're like, oh, that's a bad cup of coffee.
12 gates is good. 12 gates is good. If you can go to 12 gates and get a nitro, that one's good. Infinitely better. I'll drink the coffee one, but I will strongly support the nitro if I'm there.
So just a little idea of how things will go in future episodes when we sit down and talk about the beers that we enjoy. Kenzie and I are going to get together on Thursday night. That's going to be May the 20th here in a little over a week as part of Big Ditch's 6th anniversary celebration, and we'll have some flights and talk about that for the podcast. And as a little extra something, we're going to break out the old pod decks from Travis Brown, and we'll grill each other with a few interview questions from the card deck and try some beers as well. So that episode will air the following week, the episode on Tuesday, May 25th. It's American Craft Brew Week, so make sure that you get out this week and enjoy your favorite brewery around the Western New York area. If you take some photos, make sure that you post them on Instagram and tag us in your photo. You can find us on your favorite podcast platform, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and share us with your friends and family and coworkers. And remember that I always love talking to each and every one of you out there about the things that you're experiencing around the area. Join us next week, and remember to go out there with much peace and love, and to always remember to make your own path. So long.